Hey everybody, Dr. Jason Piken again. Welcome to another episode of the Digestion Diaries. Today I wanted to talk about a topic called slipping and checking. Slipping and checking. It's actually an old chiropractic adage, slipping and checking. B.J. Palmer, who is the son of the first chiropractor, came up with this back in the 1920s, I believe, and slipping and checking is how he ruled his life. So what slipping and checking is all about is sometimes we're feeling good, following a certain diet, eating a certain way. Maybe we're not even paying attention to anything and just feeling good. And then we just take a slump. So we're on this like high or maybe just this nice plateau, but then we just take a slump down. And well, how do we check ourselves and make sure we come back up when we've slipped? So when you slip, how do you break out of it is really what I'm talking about. And the reason I thought about this is because that was me yesterday. I just slipped and I literally needed like a slap in the face to get me going again. And here's some of the things that I do, and I'm just gonna pass it on to you. First of all, I barely even knew I was slipping. You know, sometimes you just feel tired. And that's it. I've been doing a ketogenic diet for a couple weeks now and feeling good in general. My digestion feels good. My energy levels are good. There's no really issues. But I had been without power in my house after a storm. So here's usually the thing that triggers us to slip. So there was an unforeseen circumstance that changed the situation of my life, that changed my plans. I had all these plans for Friday and the weekend that I came home and Monday and Tuesday, and I lost power from Friday afternoon from a big snowstorm until Tuesday very late afternoon. Now, I'm very lucky and grateful because I have a generator and I had the ability to buy gas and fill up that generator. So I was able to stay in my home nice and warm and cozy, but the creature comforts weren't there anymore. No internet, no cable, nothing to entertain myself with, and I had to keep going out and checking the electricity situation. So it wasn't resolving day after day, and that was a little downer. And what happens is when you get a little lazy because you're the things that you really want to do, the work I wanted to get done couldn't be done because I really needed a computer and I didn't have one. Well, I could have driven 20 minutes to another town and sit in a Starbucks, but you know what I decided to do is I just decided to take a little bit of a break. And let's say all these situations together were an unforeseen circumstance that took me out of my rhythm, that took me out of my game. It was bad news. Was it horrible? No. And then I couldn't get my work done, so I felt bad. There were these goals that I'm working towards, and I wasn't getting any further or closer to those goals because of this mishap. And that can make you feel bad. Two things that caused me to slip. And plus, I was just a little tired. I had to wake up in the middle of the night to fill up the gasoline in my generator, and it disrupted my sleep. So I had a bunch of different factors. I know none of these were horrible factors, but this is typically what I see in my office. No life or death situations, but just these stupid little things that take you out of your game and cause you to just feel bad. So what happened is yesterday, Tuesday morning, I also found out that I'd have to close my office today, Wednesday, at least I'm shooting videos, but I really love going in and seeing people and getting people healthy, and I hate canceling appointments. So another thing that caused me to slip. So what happens is Tuesday throughout the morning, none of my family is home. They've got all other things to do. And what that leaves me is home alone, well, with my dog, and with nothing really to do. And so I just basically sat there and stared into space. I was watching YouTube videos on my cell phone. I was, perusing Facebook, which doesn't really make me feel great looking at Facebook most of the time, even though I have to use it, and maybe you're watching this on Facebook. But what happened is I got into a slump. And what I've come to understand over many years of slipping and then checking myself and resetting is, in order to get out that slump, you just need certain tools. And no matter how you feel, you simply just have to do those tools. You have to use them. And I don't care if you're feeling horrible about yourself and you really don't feel like exercising or writing down what you're grateful for, but I'll get into them. You just have to do it. So here's what I did. the first thing is I started to write a second grateful list too. Second grateful list. So every morning when I awake, I have my morning routine. One of the things is I write down 3 to 7 things that I'm grateful for. And I really had a lot to be grateful for that day. And I don't just think about it. I write it down and I think about it until it makes me feel a little bit better. So being grateful is fantastic. And next, what I did is I exercised. I say it over and over and over again. You're only one workout away from a good mood. And I was not in the mood to exercise one bit. I wanted to plop myself down on the couch and do nothing. Yet, I knew that my mindset needed to shift for me to feel better, for me to be a better person for my family, for any patients that I might have to speak to if they called about rescheduling. And so in order to snap myself out of it, all I did is I pulled out my phone and I typed in HIIT 20 minutes. Now I knew I didn't have the stamina mentally for an hour-long exercise and I didn't want to leave the house. So just a little phone, that's it, a tiny little screen. I type in HIIT 20 minutes and I found this guy. I posted the video right after. It's on the YouTube site. And it was this guy giving me this body weight workout. It was plyometric. That means I was using my body weight, no tools at all. I was able to stay within 3 feet and not move out of that 3 feet, like a box of 3 feet in both directions, 3 square feet. And I did the entire workout just in those 3 feet. Now, it was really high intensity for those 20 minutes. I was breathing really hard. My muscles were burning. You can get a great workout in a 3 square foot space with no equipment and without even a big screen. So what happened as soon as I was done? Felt better. I not only had the grateful list behind me, but I had a workout to fuel my endorphins. The endorphins are the good feeling chemicals that your body can make on its own. All you need to do is drum them up. And I chose 2 tools. Maybe you've got others. You don't need to do a HIIT workout. You can go to yoga. You can talk to a friend that really cheers you and lifts you up. You can listen to some music and dance. I don't care, but you need to release these endorphins without drugs, without alcohol. You just need to feel good, and movement is such a good way of doing it. So after that, I was set for the rest of the day. I didn't slip so far that I cheated on the meal plan I was at. I didn't slip so far that I stayed in a bad mood and I wasn't right for my family when they came home. I was just reset. So I slipped, I checked myself, and then I came right back. So please use that tool whenever you are feeling like you're falling off the wagon. You know, they say to just get back on, but you actually need a ladder. You need a tool to get back on. Those are 2 of mine. So I hope that bit of information helps. Have a great day, everybody. Any questions, send me a link or send me those questions. Have a great day.